What's good, peeps? Thanks always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, before we start, I just want to give a massive shout out and a very big thank you to Henry from a guy called Henry who was here yesterday. We spoke all things boxing and life for about an hour. That video will probably be up tomorrow, latest Saturday, but more ideally tomorrow being Friday. If you haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel, please do. It's honestly, I'm not just saying it because he was here. It really is fantastic content. Boxers are usually interviewed in one way, right? There's one style of format to interview a boxer. He does it in a completely different style. So I'm not going to give too much away. Go and check it out. He interviewed Carl Frampton recently, and Carl Frampton said it was the best ever interview he's done. I mean, if you think of how many interviews that Carl Frampton's probably done in his career, hundreds, if not thousands, and he said this was the best one. So that alone should make you want to go and check it out, right? So go and check it out. He also came with this for me. He bought this for me. I mean, that's saying something about the kid, isn't it, right? Bought a bottle of Jack Daniels for me, which is something special. I was a bit taken back by that. So yeah, thanks for that. I would pop it open now, but I am filming this at like 10 in the morning. I could still do it, but it's not a good example to set for kids, is it? And I know some kids watch this video, so we're not going to do that. Tempted, but we're not going to do it. All right, let's talk about the big man, Anthony Joshua, who will try and get his belts back. I say he's, they are kind of he's, I think. We'll try and get his belts back in, 4 weeks' time. That fight's in 4 weeks in Saudi Arabia, 7th of December. I think I've said this before, but I am going to that fight. I got press accreditation, which is massive for me. It's a big boost for the channel. So I am in the process of sorting flights and hotels. Yep, we don't get that stuff. Someone actually asked me about that. Said, do you get that for free? And I'm like, nope, you don't get that for free. That's your own cost. But yeah, we are in the process of sorting that. The visas is a good thing. They sort that for you. I didn't know that because I know there's been this issue about visa and everyone's assuming that it's a free visa with the ticket, which I think it isn't or something. But they sort that for you for press, which is cool. So that takes at least one thing away from me. But yeah, going back to the fight's in 4 weeks' time. And I have to admit, AJ's been a bit low-key. AJ has been a bit low-key. I've not been actively searching for AJ things, but normally in the lead-up to an AJ fight, I don't have to. Normally, it's almost similar to KSI Logan Paul. Normally, it's right in your face. It's all over the place. This is the first fight I can remember of AJ's, apart from his early fights as a professional, where he's not all over the place. Right? We don't see cameras in Sheffield. Normally, there's a camera in Sheffield. Normally, it's like, okay, 5 weeks to go, 6 weeks to go, 7 weeks to go. AJ's doing interview after interview after interview. Press. Nothing. And the fight's in 4 weeks' time. This isn't just by luck. This is judgment. They've decided to do this, right? Team AJ have decided to take back or stop at least 80% of the press they do. And I think it's a good thing. You listen, and I've listened to so many interviews from fighters who get to the top. Conor McGregor was one in particular. And he says the press is a killer in terms of how much press you have to do in a day to promote a fight. It's almost too much. And it takes fighters out of their routine, right? They should be thinking about sparring and nutrition and this and that. But instead, they're thinking about, okay, I've got to go this press tour, that press tour, this radio station, that TV station, do this interview. And it does take them out of rhythm. If anything, I'm actually seeing Andy Ruiz doing a lot of press. I feel like I'm seeing more Andy Ruiz. Again, I'm not searching. I'm just seeing it. And I feel like I'm seeing way more Andy Ruiz than I am AJ. So AJ has definitely decided to tone it back a little bit. Again, I think this is a good thing. I think AJ in the last 2-3 years, understandably so, because his name, his brand is getting bigger. But I think he's been doing way too much press. If you think how much stuff he done in the lead up to what was supposed to be the Jarrell Miller fight, it was a ridiculous amount. It was almost stupid. Even he himself with his AJ channel on YouTube was doing quite a lot of videos. I don't think he's done, I think he's probably done 1 or 2 videos, or maybe 3, since he lost the fight with Ruiz. That's how much he's toned it down, which I think is impressive. Will that mean anything come fight night? I don't know. But if you can strip back some of that fat or cut some of that fat off completely, then it can only be a good thing. I am interested to see how all this extra attention affects Andy Ruiz Jr. He's not used to this. He got a little bit in the lead up to the first fight with AJ, but because the fight was made so quickly, there wasn't that much. And not only that, but he was supposed to be the guy that was going to come in, get blasted out. No one was interested. No one was interested about the backstory. It was almost a case of, we're not going to see you again, right? You're going to get beat, and that's it. You're going to go to fighting in the B leagues again. He didn't. He won. And you have to admit, people, he has been everywhere. We have seen a lot of Andy Ruiz Jr. since that win. Does that mean he's taking his training lightly? I don't think so. I think he's still going hard. But I do think it'll be interesting to see how it affects him having to do way more press, maybe 90% more press than he's ever done in his life, right? He's going to media houses. We see him on radio shows. He's going to Mexico. He's doing a lot of different things. And it'd be good to see how that affects him. Again, these are small things. But sometimes it's the small things in very, very close fights that play dividends. I'm hoping that anyway as an AJ fan. Look, I'm not sitting on the fence here. You guys know this. I'm very unbiased on this channel, but I do want AJ to win. Can't lie to you. I want AJ to win badly. There's not a part of me that doesn't want AJ to win. So I'm just clutching at straws here. And I've seen AJ do, well, I've not seen him do much press at all. If anything, normally we're used to seeing like a William Hill advert, a Lucasade interview. Well, actually, Lucasade are not involved in this one, by the way. I tell you that now for a fact. Lucasade are not involved, I think, because of the issue of AJ going to Saudi Arabia and women's rights and all that kind of stuff. So Lucasade have gone. So maybe a few of the sponsors decided we can't get involved in this one. I don't know. But we haven't seen a JD Sports interview, or I haven't one recently. No IFL TV interview, right? No Eddie Hearn going to Sheffield. So again, he has stripped back some of the fat, and I hope it's a good thing. I hope it's a good thing. AJ needs to win. AJ needs to win. He done an interview, and I said this the other day. He done an interview with Adam Smith where he said, even if he loses, he's still continuing. And that should be the case, right? That should be the case. You only lose 2 fights. What's the problem? But I think for brand AJ, he needs to keep winning. And I think he will. I don't know. I think he will. But I can't wait to get out there. And this is ending the video now. I can't wait to get out there. I'm excited. I'm going to take a proper digital camera, mics. I'm going to invest a bit of cash into it because I want to do some interviews. I don't want to do your normal kind of, I know this is no disrespect to these guys at all. I think they do a great job. But you know, like the IFL TV interviews where you don't see Coogan and you just see the person he's talking to. I want to do proper sit-down interviews, almost like a Radio Raheem type thing. I want to get as many interviews from as many people as possible in the lead up to it, the aftermath, everything. So expect a lot of shit. I might even, and this isn't really me, but I might even vlog everything. Like, I don't know, from fucking Heathrow or Gatwick, wherever I'm flying from, everything. Just to kind of give you guys an insight as to what goes on behind the scenes as well. And that's why I said I wanted press accreditation. I could have got a ticket, but I wanted press accreditation, not because I was stingy to buy a ticket, but just because I want to get some of that background access, stuff you don't see. I don't just want to go there, watch a fight, leave. I want to see what goes on behind the scenes. Anyway, that's the video over and done with. Peace.